Now we start with the 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to our analysis, in my last video when the price was here, we mentioned we can expect, we mentioned if we get a flag, we can look for sell. This is a small correction. We get this down move, okay, short-term sell. Now we want to see whether this one can give us one move down to finish this one or not. Okay, first of all, we start with higher time frame. We see what we are looking for. Okay, as we can see, we are within this correction, and relative to this, we want to know whether this one can continue to break the top or this one can turn to a bigger correction. Okay, and if we move to forward chart, you want to see how we can trade it. Based on forward chart, as we can see, the way is moving is really corrective, and even this one can continue to break the top. But what we are looking for, we're looking for this one. We want to see this one can turn to the similar to what we have here. At least we get this flat for one more drop to break the top. Okay, then when the price come to this high, which is 1.6, then from there we see whether there is a continuation or this one can turn to big correction. Okay, in this case we move to lower time frame, we see how we can trade it. And if we move to lower time frame, one thing even we mentioned our analysis, every time the price break the previous high, it start to correct, and especially here, and this is what we get. That's why we're thinking if we put this one in relative to this, we can expect for one move up. Okay, this is the first. In my analyze last video, we mentioned we're looking for sell, we get this down move, and now we want to see if this one drop one more. Maybe we don't get the good sell, all right, but if this one get the drop one more, the price couldn't break this trend line, any reversal we take it. Okay, that's mean we look for buy. All right, and how about if the price can reverse from here? The things is how we can trade it. We don't think really we cannot get a good trade setup, because at least we need a sharp move with the flag. And if we move to lower time frame, 15 minutes, I think still we can put this one relative to this for one more drop. Unless the prices start to correct here, then maybe we can have entry above this. And what we want is the price sharply move. But overall, we're looking for price to drop one more, break this low, we consider this move is finished, and any buy from there we take it. But if this one, because when we see the price drop one more, we need to get the reversal correction, look for buy. Okay, for similar to any of this, or we get this. Okay, it depends how it's formed, because even if you want to look for buy, the first things we prefer to get the trade setup based on 1 hour. But if we didn't get it, we move to 15 minutes. Okay, and anyone is in this trade, I think right now, if it's better to take out the trade, they don't stay with the trade. Okay, anyway, we just follow the chart. We want to see whether this one can give us one move down, and then we're looking for this. But if the price drops sharply, and if we see the breakout as the tip of trend line, we need to see whether this one can tend to a down move to break this low or not. We need to be quite careful, because that's why we mentioned if the price drop, we look for reversal. And because made this one, even we're putting this one in relative to this, this trend line is indicative. Easily the price can break this one, and this one can be a deeper correction. As long as the price haven't broke this low, still we can expect the running flat. And even this one can break this one to tend to expanding for one move up. All right, but we look for the typical one. The typical is we have this trend line, we have these two as a running for the next move. Okay, the reason I'm pointing this one is if we want to look for buy, from what I say, if you get the reversal, drop, we need to look for reversal and trade setup. And if the price continue from here, maybe we can have entry above this. Make it very simple. And what we want is the price sharply move. Okay, by the way, the best is if we get one more drop. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup right now. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any trade setup that can conform or beat or video the breakout of this low, which is 1.28, then I will give update and then I will share. Thanks.